My name's Sam and I work as an interpreter at the European Parliament in the English language unit. I originally decided to become an interpreter after graduating from my studies. I studied French and German at university, literature and language, and I was originally interested in becoming a literary translator. I decided though that being a literary translator wasn't the right path for me in the long term. After teaching in Paris for a year, I applied for a master's degree in interpreting and translation at the University of Bath, and the rest is history. I started my career with French and German, but I had a decent level of Spanish in my back pocket, which I knew I could bring out when I needed it and when I had a bit more experience. Later on, I also learned Portuguese. That was a language that I learned at home because I was married to a Portuguese citizen. And then who knows what the future holds. If I have the time and the energy, maybe I'll learn another language in the future. I studied interpreting at the University of Bath, and what appealed to me about Bath was that it has a really good track record. So many interpreters who study at Bath go on to work at both the EU and the UN. How did I end up where I am now? That's a good question. So I began working as a freelancer after I graduated, and I also worked in-house as a translator-interpreter for a while. Then I passed the EU's accreditation test, which meant that I could work for the Commission, for the Court and for the European Parliament. And after a couple of years as a freelancer at the EU institutions, I found out that the European Parliament was looking to take on some interpreters full-time, and I applied. And that was really the right decision for me, because for the past few years I've been exclusively at the Parliament, traveling a lot, learning a lot in terms of languages and from my colleagues, and yeah, it's been a great ride. Language learning has been in decline for quite some time now in the UK, which I think is a real shame. Personally speaking, learning French and in particular German has really opened up a lot of doors for me. Learning languages and knowing a language well can really be an asset. So I would encourage you to learn languages regardless of whether you end up as an interpreter or not. Then the second piece of advice or message that I have is that interpreters have to know about the world, what's going on, what's happening. So it really pays to be intellectually curious. And I think that message applies to everyone, regardless of whether you're destined to be an interpreter or not. Be curious about the world around you.